What's up guys, Mitchell Watts with Town & Country TV. In today's video, we're going to talk about this 2020 Ford F250 that was customized by teccustoms.com. We're going to show you everything that we've done to the truck. Most of this stuff will be actually linked down in the description below, so feel free to check that out, or just simply give us a call. The phone number is right there on the screen if you want some information about customizing a vehicle that you already own, or you can even call our sales department, which the phone number is going to be right underneath that. So there you go. That is how you get in touch with us. But before we jump into the actual video, I do want to say a huge thanks to Taylor Custom Homes for purchasing this truck. He was absolutely fantastic to work with, and if him being a customer is any relation to how they do as far as building custom homes, you definitely want to go check those guys out. They did a fantastic job as far as just being easy to work with, and I cannot imagine that it would be any different if you're in the market for a home. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the truck. All right, first up, let's talk a little bit about the truck itself. This is a 2020 Ford F250. It's a Platinum model, and so what you're going to get is going to be some of the premium features like the power deployable running boards, and I'm going to show you a couple of other features here in just a second that come with the Platinum model. But while we're out on the outside, I want to show you what really sets this truck apart, other than the Taylor's Custom Homes banner sticking on the side of the truck. This particular vehicle has a set of fuel Contra wheels, and as you can see, these are a 20x9, or they may not be I think they're 20x9. I'm going to put the exact specs right there on the screen for you, but one thing that I absolutely love are these Nitto Ridge Grapplers. These are a set of 37 1250 on a 20-inch wheel. So it is a fantastic looking tire. The reason I like it is because you've got so much space, it can eject the stones. It's going to be nice that the stones don't have to wait until you get to 70 miles an hour before they fling out and damage the truck potentially. But the other reason I like these Nitto Ridge Grapplers are primarily going to be because of the noise. There is a very, very serious lack of noise in these tires because this is considered a hybrid tire. So you still got some small places here where the snow can actually pack in. We don't really have to worry about that much here in Alabama, but it is a great all-around tire for whatever your purpose is. Now, I will tell you that Taylor was kind of back and forth between this and also the Toyo Open Country RT, because those are very comparable tires, and a lot of people don't realize it, but they're actually owned by the same company. So Toyo and Nitto, our parent companies, are the same. So it's pretty cool stuff there. I don't think that they're built on the same assembly line or anything like that, but it is something that you definitely need to know about. Now, one thing that you do need to know on this particular truck is this one has got the ReadyLift leveling kit on the vehicle itself. And so this is, I believe, a 2.5-inch leveling kit for the front, and it does not do anything to the rear of the vehicle, but it does actually allow for a set of 37-inch tires with very, very slight rubbing at full turn. In fact, I think I've got these tires at full turn right now, but you can see that there is just a little bit of space, but you don't have to worry about anything there. Now, you do have a little bit of rubbing based on the inside on the radius arm, but it's nothing that is that bad. So let's do this. Let's show you a little bit on the inside of the truck. As I've mentioned to you just a second ago, it does have the power deployable running boards. And one feature that I absolutely love, and I don't know that we installed this, the customer might have done this, I'm not 100% sure, but this is a textured adhesive stick-on for right here inside the door sill. So as I'm getting into the vehicle, it's going to be a really, really nice way of keeping this thing from getting scratched up and scuffed up over the lifetime of the vehicle. So pretty cool stuff there. On the inside, you can see this is the Platinum model with the black leather. As you can see, you also have the ability to go with the dark Marsala on the inside. This happens to be the one that the customer wanted, and it's the one that he ended up buying. Another feature I love on this particular truck that we added is going to be the turnover ball. So as I come into the Platinum and lower the tailgate itself, which by the way, I love that power release tailgate, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. This is that B&W turnover ball. And so one of the reasons I love it is because it actually hides away very, very discreetly when you're not using it. All you have to do is pull the latch, flip the ball over, and guess what? You've got a nice flat area that you can put everything inside of the bed of the truck. Now, this customer doesn't have any use for the fifth wheel portion of this, but you also have a companion fifth wheel that drops down into that exact same hole. And basically, when you don't need the fifth wheel, you just pull the latch, pull the fifth wheel out, and you have no worries about rails taking up space in the bed of your truck. I think B&W is definitely the most expensive on the market, or one of the most expensive, but it is one of the best. That's one of the reasons we we offer this here at the dealership, and we can also do the install for you as well. All right, so moving around, let's take a look at the rear side of the exhaust, or the suspension rather. So one of the things you need to know when you are ordering your wheels for your SuperDuty is, even though this wheel is a SuperDuty wheel, it's actually missing the center cap. And the reason for that is this particular wheel has a center cap that covers over the lug nuts. The problem is that you've got this little piece out here sticks out further on certain vehicles. So you need to be aware, which one do you have? Because you might need a spacer that goes in between the actual the wheel itself and also the center cap, as you can see right there. So this one in the front doesn't need it, but the wheel in the back does need a spacer for that center cap to work. Very, very important that you notice that. Now, one of the reasons I like this particular suspension setup is because it's not really going to affect your towing all that much. And the reason I say that is because just by having the leveling kit up front and not touching the suspension in the rear, you're going to have a much better towing experience. And one thing I want to show you as well that we do on all of our custom trucks is we also recertify everything as far as that goes. So as you can see, we've got a warning to the driver. It's a notice basically. But we also recertify the actual vehicle, as you can see right there, with basically showcases the alterations of the vehicle. We go in, we reweigh the vehicle itself, and the net result is you've got a much better riding vehicle. We also update the tire and loading information, so that way you've got the recommended PSI for all of the tires all the way around. Now let's do this. Let's showcase a little bit of the options on the factory side of the Ford F250, and then we'll wrap it on up. On the inside of the vehicle, since we've already kind of taken a look at the front end a little bit, taking a look at the back side, you'll see that you do have that same custom platinum leather back here as well. The nice thing is that both of these seats flip up completely, and then you've got an underside storage underneath there, and you can lock it as well. There is actually a key hole located right here, so you can actually lock this seat down, and basically you've got secure storage if you wanted to put a long gun back here, or if you wanted to put any kind of tools back there that you want to roll the windows down and you don't want people to steal your stuff. This is a great way to secure a little bit of extra things without having to buy an in-vehicle safe. So there you go. And there you have it. That is our review of the new 2020 Ford F250 with the TC Customs package. If you have any questions, as I've already mentioned to you, the phone numbers are right there on the screen for basically the TC Customs department, or if you want to buy one that's already modified, both phone numbers will be listed right there on the screen. And if you haven't already done so, make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel with the bell notification turned on so you don't miss a single video.